Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Servants here again with another video as promised. Thank you guys so much for clicking on the video. Do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell. You know the drill. And do not skip any part of this video and watch to the end, because we are going to be making this classy pearl beaded bag with this gigantic bow tie on it. I know you haven't seen this bag anywhere. It's perfect for weddings, for outings. It is a beautiful piece. So stick around and let's get straight into the tutorial. Now for the materials, I am using 12mm pearl beads and 8mm pearl beads, and that is a 0.8 or 0.80, whatever you want to call it, fishing line. Of course, you're going to need a pair of scissors. Yeah, so that's basically it. Let's get started. So you know the drill by now. Cut a fishing line that is comfortable enough for you to work with. Then we're going to be working with the 12mm beads. So you're going to pick up 4 and insert them into your fishing line, and you are going to cross with the 4th bead. So I apologize for my, the way my nail is looking like too much is going on, okay? And beading with nails on is hard because the fishing line always goes through, but I like the way my nails always look. So to continue, you pick up 3 beads, 1 bead on one end of the fishing line, 1 bead another end of the fishing line. Then you cross with the 3rd bead like you see me do. That is a second circle of 4. So we are starting with the base of our bag, and we are going to start with a 3, the width of it being 3. So I've already done 2 circles of 4, so we need to do the 3rd one, and the 3rd one is supposed to be turning. So into one fishing line I inserted 3 beads into that one fishing line, then cross with the 3rd bead, and as you can see my fishing line is now facing at the side. That is our first turn. Then I picked up 3 beads again with the fishing line facing away from what we have already worked. Then I am just crossing with the 3rd bead, and yeah, so this is how you turn your work. And I'm just going to continue the mat, because this is how I call it, the beaded mat. I inserted my fishing line into the following bead right there, then with the fishing line on my right. Then I pick up 2 beads on with the fishing line on my left, and I cross with the 2nd bead. And we are going to of course continue, and we are going to turn. This is the 3rd and the last part. So I'm inserting my fishing line, and that same fishing line that I inserted into that bead, I'm going to pick up 2 beads to complete the turn. That turn completes row number 2, and it helps us to go into row number 3. So this is basically it, like so. Then the fishing line that's facing away, that's a fishing line on my right, away from the work, you're going to pick up 3 beads there, and then you are going to cross with the 3rd bead. So I was thinking of making a very beginner, like if you want to learn how to make beads in general, beaded bags or beads in general, I was thinking of making that sort of beginner video showing you detailing how to turn and everything. So tell me what you think about that down in the description box. So yeah, so I've built up my bag to this stage, the base of my bag to this stage. So I did a total of 14 rows for the base, 14 rows for the base of this bag. I apologize for any noise that you hear in the background, guys. Like the TV is on and people are watching, and I'm basically hiding to make this voiceover for this tutorial, and I needed to get it out. I was so excited to do it. So this is our total base. If you can go ahead and count it, you can pause it and count as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So that's a 14 by 3 base, and we are finally done with the base. Now we're going to start building up the sides. Now, disclaimer, you guys, if you've been watching my channel for a long time, you know I'm an advocate for sturdy beaded bags, stiff beaded bags. But this one, she's not going to be sturdy, but she's still going to have some structure, okay? So if she's feeling wobbly in some places, that is completely fine. So in one end of my fishing line, choose whatever one you want. I put 1 12mm bead, 2 8mm beads, and 1 12mm, and then I'm going to cross with the other fishing line on the other side. Yeah, so we have started using the 8mm beads already, and this is how it's going to be looking like. Is a flower-ish sort of shape. I don't know if that's how you call it. Then now I'm going to insert my fishing line into the following bead like so. Then I am going to pick up two 8mm beads. Then I am going to cross with a 12mm bead. Okay, so this is me crossing with my 12mm bead like so. This is how it looks like. And yeah guys, make sure you keep this pattern in mind, because that's basically what we are going to be doing for like the entire bag. So insert your fishing line into the following 12mm bead or the next bead. Then on the other fishing line you pick up two 8mm, or pick up the two smaller bead and cross with one big bead. Let me just be saying it that way. Also, I always say in my videos too that I keep my work in my right hand, which is my dominant hand, and I use that my dominant hand to insert my fishing line into the following beads. Then I make sure that my non-dominant hand, which is my left hand, just aids in the work, or sometimes it picks up the beads, and I find that it is very easy for me this way. So you can try it out, like a little tip or something. As you can see, that is my non-dominant hand picking up the beads, and I'm going to cross with the bigger bead as well. Yeah, so you're just going to do this until you get back to the starting point of your bag basically. So I'm just going to let you guys watch so I don't, ramble and talk too much. Okay, so here we are at the end of our first base for our bag, like our first row for our bag. And I am out of a little bit out of frame, but I've just inserted my fishing line into the final bead there, and I'm inserting it into the very first bead, which is the first big bead of that row. And I am just going to end the row by picking up two beads. I hope you saw that, by picking up two smaller beads, and I am going to go ahead, and you can cross with one bead then insert your fishing line in the other two, or you cross with the two beads at the same time. That is perfectly fine. Whatever you choose to do is perfectly fine. So this is how it's looking like already. Like these pearl beads, like they're so beautiful. I can't even express to you how pretty this is. Okay, so let's continue. I am inserting, so I crossed with one bead, so I'm basically inserting my fishing line into the second bead right there, so that my fishing line is going to be attached to two beads, and then we are going to continue beading our bag. Row number one is done. Let's go continue doing row number two. Like I said, it's the same process. You need to remember this pattern. You pick up one big bead, two, guys, rain is falling right now, please just bear with me, and I'm hearing thunder as well. So pick up one big bead, two small pearl beads, and one big bead again. Then you are going to cross with the big bead like so. Yeah, that's how it's going to look like. I hope you guys can see. Look at how pretty those pearls are looking, please. Okay, so like I'm just so in love with pearls right now. If the next few videos are only pearls, you guys do not judge me. Okay, so I'm inserting my fishing line into the next two small beads from the previous row. That's what I'm doing right there. Then I am going to pick up two pearl beads, and I am going to cross with one big bead, two small beads, and I'm going to cross with one big bead. Yeah, and like I said, this is the entirety of the pattern. You are going to repeat this until you get to the height that you want for your beaded bag. So this is also just building up the sides. So continue doing this. I'm going to let you guys watch. Continue doing this until you get to the preferred height that you want for your beaded bag. So this is what she's looking like after 6 rows, guys. I promise if yours is looking like this is fine. My bag is still sturdy, but because of the tiny beads, it is looking a little, you know, the structure has changed a little bit at the top, but that is fine. It is completely fine. It's not like, you know, that wobbliness that I used to tell you guys about. She can stand on her own. So these next couple of rows are going to be a little bit different. So we did 6 rows up till now. 6 rows of, you know, the big bead, 2 small bead, then cross the big bead. Now this next couple of rows are going to be just the small beads. We're going to work in with just the small beads. Okay, so to start off the 7th row, I'm simply going to insert my fishing line into 2 beads like you see me do. I'm going to insert them into 2 beads from the previous row. Then I am going to pick up 4 small beads, 4 of them, and I'm going to cross with the 4th. So instead of 1 big bead, 2 small beads, then cross with the big bead, I'm just going to have 4 small beads at once, then cross with the 4th. And yeah, this is what we are going to do for the next 2 rows. Like I said, we first of all had 6, then we're going to make 2 more of these, and then it's going to end. So it's basically an 8, like the height of the bag is going to be a total of 8 rows. So you can make it however short or however long you want. It all depends on you. So I've crossed it, and this is what it's looking like. It's like a cute little flower, and I'm going to insert my fishing line into the following 2 beads, and I'm going to cross with, I'm going to pick up 4 beads. Now we're going to pick up a total of 3 beads this time, 3, because now our fishing line is attached to 3 beads. That is the one that we crossed with from the previous flower. Then we're inserting our fishing line into the next 2, so that's 3, and we need a total of 6 for our flower, so we need to pick up 3. I hope the math is mathing. I really hope so. So I pick up 3 beads, and we're going to cross with the 3rd bead, and I'm just going to let you guys watch. If you have any questions, please make sure you leave them down in the comment section. I will respond. I will respond. By the way, shout out to Rafiatu Adam. I don't know who you are, but you're literally the first person, or the person who always gives the highest comments or always compliments. So shout out to you. Thank you so much for your kind words. You always motivate me, and to everyone else who drops a comment, whether you're asking a question or you're telling me that you've texted me on my Instagram, you send me a picture and you want me to do the bag. Thank you guys so much to all of you. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you've seen a beaded bag that you want me to do, send me a picture on my Instagram. The link is going to be in the comment section and in the description box. So DM me on my Instagram and I'm going to get to you. Also, if you recreate anything, any of the tutorials on this channel, send me the picture on my Instagram. I'm going to post on my Instagram stories and on YouTube here as well. So I'm going to show everyone else what you've done. So this is what our bag is looking so far. Like I said, just 2 rows and we are fine. Okay, now this is where, guys, it's nothing difficult, but I simply built the lid of the bag. That's why I was saying from the beginning that you should remember the pattern, but I'm just going to show you guys what I did. So I simply counted the beads. I counted to how wide I wanted my flap to be. As you can see, my flap was 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 was that wide, 11 beads wide, or 11 spaces wide, and I did 1 2 3 4 5 6 rows, and the 6th row I just ended it with only the big beads. Yeah, so it's really not that complicated, guys. It's really not. Trust me, it's really not that complicated. That's why I kept on insisting that you should remember the pattern. And to make the to attach the lock to the beaded bag, I put that in a separate tutorial. The link of it is going to be down in the description box, so do not worry your head over it. It is very simple to attach the lock to the beaded bag. Okay guys, I apologize for the rain. Like, it's coming down really hard, and I apologize if I'm going to be shouting because I just want you guys to hear me. So if you check the sides of my beaded bag, I've already cinched it in. I cinched it in already. So I have a tutorial on how to cinch in your beaded bags. I didn't want to make this video to be too long, so go ahead and check out that tutorial. And now we're just going to be making the handle of our beaded bag. I know I'm basically out of the camera now, but what I'm trying to do is I'm inserting my fishing line into that very last bead at the middle there, that one that you can see at the tip there, and I am going to start building the handle directly on the bag. So I don't know if I should even try to explain this or just let you guys watch, because explaining this is not really easy. So I'm just going to try to explain what I can, and I'm going to try to move in frame with the camera. So I'm picking up 3 beads. I'll pick up 3 beads in my fishing line, and I'm going to cross with the 3rd bead. So that's basically what I'm about to do right now. I'll pick up 3, then cross with the 3rd bead, like so. So I'm trying to get it to a better angle so you guys can see properly. But pick up 3 beads with your fishing line attached to 1 bead. Pick up 3 beads, then cross with the 3rd bead. So this is what we have, and now we are basically going to start building some sort of a tube. So on one end of the fishing line, choose whatever one you want. You pick up 3 beads still, then cross with the 3rd bead, and that is going to make that particular circle of 4 to stand up straight, and we are going to continue building from there. So I'm going to just pull like so, and this is what it's looking like. Then I'm going to insert the fishing line that's facing downwards into the next bead from that very first row that we had there, into the very next bead, just like that. Then I am going to pick up 2 beads, and I am going to cross with the 2nd bead, just like that. Yeah, so you're going to repeat the same process. Insert your fishing line into the next bead. As you can see, all those beads are standing up very straight. I'm going to insert my fishing line into the next bead right there. Then I am going to pick up 2 beads again, and I am going to cross with the 2nd bead. And to complete that row, because this is a tube of 4, I'm going to insert my fishing line into the next or the last bead there, then insert it in the first bead of the first row, that very first bead that we inserted. I know I'm a little bit off camera, but I have a tutorial on my channel, separate tutorial on how to build the handle of a beaded bag, so you can go and check that tutorial in case this one is like, since I'm out of the camera a lot. So this is how it looks like, and we're going to start again the way we started the beginning. Pick up 3 beads, cross with the 3rd bead, then insert your fishing line into the next bead, then pick up 2 beads, cross with the 2nd bead. I'm going to let you guys watch so that I don't ramble too much. So I mentioned in my other video, if any of you guys are interested in seeing the famous tassel beaded bag that is going around now, if you want to see that tutorial, send me the picture. Send me the picture of the type you want to see on my Instagram. Send me the picture. I've showed you where the links are in the description box and in the comment section. So send me the bag that you want, then also say in the comment section if you want me to do the bag. I'll be so excited to do that particular bag for you guys. So if you have any other bag, make sure you let me know by sending me a picture to my Instagram. So this is what our handle looks like. You can make it however long or short you want. I did a total of 32 rows for the handle. You don't really need to do the handle with the small beads like I did. You can do with the bigger bead. That all depends on you. Okay, basically what I'm showing you guys here is how I've not yet completed that row. It's remaining just one bead for me to complete that row. And you remember how we started the first row with our fishing line attached to one bead? So now I'm just going to take that fishing line right there. I have 3 beads at the top. I don't know if it's going to make sense, but I'm going to go to that lone bead that is attached to the bag, and I am just going to that bead right there. I'm going to insert my fishing line there, and I'm just going to tie it off. So this is a very easy way to attach your beaded handle to your bag. Yeah, so I just put it there and I'm just tying it off basically. So I didn't complete that row, and to complete it I just needed to insert my fishing line into that first bead right there, then tie it off. So I just tied everything off, and this is how she's looking. But she is not dramatic enough. She is not dramatic enough for this channel. You guys know me, I add appliques, ornaments on bags just to make it look pizzazz and more beautiful. And the client that asked for this bag, it was all her design, by the way. She just gave me a diagram, and okay, it was my design, but it was her idea and I came up with it. So that is basically it. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you check out the tutorial of that gigantic bow that I added to add the drama, to bring out the drama to this beaded bag. So if you have any questions, make sure you leave them down in the comment section. If you haven't subscribed, why haven't you? Okay, this is a channel where we do all things craft, beaded crafts. If you have any requests, just let me know that in the comment section or send me a picture on my Instagram, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.